What's up, manga fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and welcome back to another review of Hajime no Ippo. Finally, after a few weeks break, it finally returns to us, and we're treated today with two brand new chapters. So the first chapter I'm going to review is chapter 1053, Trial and Error, and that pretty much was the chapter in a nutshell. It was just trial and error, Ippo trying, and lots of errors after that. But despite the short length and the repetition of him just getting beat back on every advance he's trying to make towards Alfredo, we did see something quite nostalgic and old school, something that me and Reese has been begging for quite a while, the Gazelle punch. Finally we get to see Ippo use that. I mean, I have been begging for since the beginning of this match for him to use it, because there's a lot of moves he did neglect, and I thought back then the Gazelle punch was powerful in his, amateur days, amateur days, I might as well say. Now that he's gotten much stronger, he's more of a pro boxer, the punch must be a lot more devastating. But unfortunately, the plan didn't work. We see Ippo trying and as much as he can to get towards Alfredo. He's even been thinking in his head, I need to get closer, I need to do something, I need to use everything I've learned. And this is when he resorts to the Gazelle punch, but unfortunately it missed. Alfredo saw that coming. But what was smart was Ippo tried to use the Gazelle punch as a feint, and then he was going to follow up by moving closer and throwing Alfredo off balance. But unfortunately for him, that didn't work either. Alfredo saw that, threw two hooks to his face and moved out of range, and Ippo just left astounded and hurt, and everyone else is just like, you see Aoki, Kimura and Itagaki, same reactions. They're like, I can't believe it missed. So it's literally, this is completely one-sided. It's a landslide of a match, and Ippo's getting like the stuffing beat out of him. It's really sad to see that he is actually trying something different. He tried the Gazelle punch, something he hasn't used in a while, and it just got, tossed back at his face. And even the faint follow-up, you would think that he could at least get in and use a liver blow, didn't work. And it's unfortunate, but it just shows you what the number 2 in the world is capable of. This guy is calmly picking Ippo apart. He's literally mostly throwing jabs while moving backwards, so he's using a lot of footwork to keep himself at a distance, and obviously using these jabs and hooks and various other punches to keep Ippo back. So it's like literally a bull charging towards Alfredo, and he's just calmly picking him off. And there's nothing Ippo can do, especially because he's much shorter than Alfredo. He can't even reach out or get any closer. So it's one of those unfortunate things. It's like, what's he gonna do now? The only other aspect of this chapter was Kamagaya thinking about Wally once again. He's like, he keeps thinking, oh god, why do I keep thinking about it? Like, that fight is not gonna help us now. There's no way we're gonna get the same result from that. But in some regards, I think he most likely is going to get some results from that fight. I don't think it's going to be the exact same results where Wally's inexperienced, because clearly Alfredo's not inexperienced. He's a world title ranker or competitor, and he's fought Ricardo twice, so he's more than experienced. But I think it's going to end in a similar aspect, that Ippo's going to sort of get lucky despite, the clear skill difference. He's most likely going to get a lucky punch. It's in there somewhere. And this is kind of going back on what I said about his bad habits, where I think he's a sadistic, kind of lustful person when it comes to torturing his enemies, because Sendo said he is torturing Ippo, and that's what it looks like in this chapter. Both Miyata and Sendo said he could have knocked him out at any time if he threw a bit more weight into it, but he's just playing cautiously and torturing him at this point, and just calmly stepping back. So all I can think is he's most likely going to start getting a bit more sadistic, a bit more careless and sloppy, probably go into full brawl mode, and then that'll give a chance for Ippo to actually get into an exchange of punches with him, and then he'll finally land a hit, most likely with the Dempsey roll, because that's the only thing he's got left to throw at him. So that's what I think is going to win Ippo this match, and it's obvious, that's why I said it relates to the Wally fight, because the Wally fight did end on Ippo luckily managing to hit him a few times in the liver, even though it was love tap. They all ended up building up. So this one's literally going to be, he's going to have to hit him really hard once in somehow. So that's pretty much how I think it's going to end. A lucky shot, because Alfredo starts messing up and being sloppy. So yeah, that was pretty much the chapter in a nutshell. It was a short one. It was good to see the Gazelle punch once again, even though it failed, but It's nice that Ippo's not just charging forwards, but now he's pretty much gone back to just charging forward because the Gazelle punch flopped. So I can only expect now to see the Dempsey roll and see what that's gonna do. But I'll speak about that in the next chapter. You guys know the usual. If you've got any opinions, predictions, comment about this one and the next one, leave them in the comment box below. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content, and I'll join you guys in the next video.